Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Continuing on here with a recap of the candidate forum. We will now go back to the closing statements for both Jason and Aaron, and then have, again, some analysis of the overall forum and looking ahead to what's coming up for the two candidates as far as the election season goes. Take a look.
I know there's people watching on TV as well. Thank you. I really hope that I can have your support in the election on the 2nd. I really think that for me, there's three big issues with the election. One is we're going to do the comprehensive plan. It's something that is going to impact the city for a long, long time. As someone who's going to be here in a year, and 5 years, and 10 years, it's going to impact me. And so I really want to make sure that we have the right development that's happening and the right development that our residents want. Because from what I've heard is that we're not getting as much of what residents want. Second thing is Town of Madison. What are we going to do with that? What are our options for that? And then 3, increasing the professionalism in the mayor's office. And so, those are 3 things that I really feel like are important and things that if the person in this role isn't going to necessarily solve in a year. Hopefully professionalism will, but the Town of Madison, the comp plan, we can't switch. Switching up in the middle of it really doesn't make sense to me. I think you want someone that has that long-term commitment to Fitchburg, someone who's going to be here long-term and really cares about not only myself, but my nephews who live in Fitchburg. They're 6th generation of Fitchburg resident now. And so, for me, I think it's an easy choice. And I think I'm someone who is really going to be someone who cares about Fitchburg long-term. And someone that you can be proud of to be your mayor, and someone who, isn't going to bring a lot of controversy to the role. I mean, knock on wood, I guess you never really know, but I certainly am someone who at one point was called the most level-headed person on council, and, I think that's an accurate statement. So, that was actually Jason who said that, about a year ago, and I appreciate that, and I think that's true, and I think that's one of the things I really need in leadership.
Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for braving the weather. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching at home. And thank you again to the Fitchburg Star for organizing tonight's debate. In Fitchburg, we have beautiful natural areas, a business community propelled by environmentally responsible technology companies, and a well-designed urban center. Fitchburg is a city with great potential. Over my first term as mayor, we have worked hard to harness and capitalize on that potential. Fitchburg needs a leader who can continue to bring together this growing, diverse community and our city council. In my first term as mayor, I have invested in our city employees, providing a cost of living increase in both years, which hadn't been given in 3 years prior. Invested in public safety and public works, all while reducing the annual city taxes. We have improved transparency in our budgeting process. We have invested in over 10 nonprofits ranging from violence prevention, youth programming, and a food pantry through our Healthy Neighborhoods initiative. There is more to do. I ask for your support and your vote to continue moving us forward. Thank you.
Your final thoughts here into tonight as far as this is kind of their first kind of kickoff of what's to come here for the elections in April. What do we got?
Yeah, well, and I think with the weather, with a primary election, some local races, there hasn't been a ton of campaigning that's started yet. I know both of them have fundraising events in the next couple of weeks, and so this really was the start of what should be a very interesting month and a half. I don't think there are too many policy differences. Those that do exist, we saw come out tonight a bit, the Town of Madison, some of the ways to create affordable housing, things like that. But beyond that, a lot of it is going to just be about temperament, economic development, and just what their approach will be to those issues. And so it'll be interesting to see what comes out over the next month and a half. But I think this was a good start to the conversation and hopefully showed the voters at least a preview of what their options will be.
Absolutely. What will you guys be doing at the Star here leading up to the elections on April? Is April 2nd? Is that
April 2nd, yep, Tuesday, April 2nd. So we've just got one edition between now and then. March 8th, Friday, is when it comes out. We'll have coverage of this forum, mention the couple other forums that are happening. We'll have questionnaires from all of the contested races, which is the mayoral race. There's a District 1 contested race, a District 2 contested race, and 2 District 4 contested races, along with some Madison School Board races. So we've had the Madison School Board in one of the District 4 questionnaires in, but we'll have the rest in our March edition, so people can certainly get some more answers there. And then we'll just continue to follow what the candidates are saying out on the trail, as it were, and see what other topics come up for discussion. There's still a couple council meetings, and with both of these candidates being part of those meetings, there certainly are some issues in this campaign that will probably come up for discussion there, and so we'll have to see what they say at those times.
And I remind you too that you guys got a great website. You're on the social media side as well, so make sure you tune into that, as I'm sure you'll keep up in between the paper here and the stories that will be going. And certainly we'll get you back here for a preview, Scott, on the show. The next chance for these candidates to meet up is actually not too far away here. It's March 5th, and it's going to be the Fitchburg Chamber Business Before 9. They host a candidate forum for their members. We will be taping this one as we tape all of the Business Before 9 chamber events. Scott, you'll be out there as well, and
hoping to be there. Yeah.
Well, you better be there. You're bringing the coffee and everything, right? No, that's probably provided there. But that'll be the next opportunity, and I do believe there's a community forum as well coming up. If we get the details on that, we'll certainly pass that along. But either way, Scott, thank you for taking the time as always, for helping us out, and we look forward to having you back on here on the show.
Yeah, thank you guys for hosting this, and I really appreciate that it'll be available for everyone to watch online. With the weather today, I was actually really happy with the turnout. We had, maybe 4 people in the room with about 5 minutes to go, and I was concerned, but ended up having about 30 plus people there, and it's awesome to see that even on a snowy, tough day like that, people wanted to come out, and so we'll certainly be keeping up with coverage even after that March 8th paper with any developments that come out. So certainly stay tuned on our website.
All right, yeah, check it out. Fitchburg Star will keep you up to date here as far as the election season goes. All right, we'll take a quick break, wrap up the show next. You are watching Talking Fitchburg.